Hey everybody, welcome back to Hello Planet Earth. I'm CJ, and with me I have Nicole.
Hello.
And we are your hosts of Hello Planet Earth. Hey, quick, this is episode 2. Are we gonna name it the episodes, Nicole?
Yeah, sure.
Cool. I haven't thought about it until just now. I honestly just thought of it. Like, oh man, what would this like catchy headline be? Like, Musk isn't in charge of Doge? Question mark?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Who runs what?
Yeah, right. Who's really in charge here? Just get it as memey as possible.
Yeah.
Hey, did you notice with the opening for the opening intro that I made in 2 seconds? Did you notice at the bottom of it it says C and N?
Yes.
I thought that was just a little funny joke.
It's a little silly Easter egg.
Yeah, because like CNN, but like C and N.
Yeah.
I don't even. Is CNN reputable? Like, what? Do we use CNN?
Oh, well, I mean, no, they're really left leaning and
Oh, they're left
trying to
leaning?
you get into an argument with someone with the opposite political agenda. They're like, oh, you don't want CNN.
How reliable is Google on that same note?
I don't know. I guess you still gotta.
Because, like, okay, here we go. Fox News is blue, or is red, and Trump. Yeah, that makes sense. CBS is liberal. Cable news. It doesn't say. Because everything keeps saying CNN is a good resource. Is it though? Like, give me something I can stick with. Who controls CNN? The Warner Brothers. Okay. It's the Warner Brothers and Dot. CNN presents more fact-based information than Fox News? Really?
Yeah. Wow.
It does. You're right. It does skew in the left category of biases. Bias. Yep. Okay. Sorry, I was just fact-checking that. Because I honestly have never looked up. I really only know that Fox is right-wing.
Yeah.
I thought most things were right-wing, actually. Sorry, this is probably a horrible intro.
It's just us.
Yeah, I mean, that's, our minds drift constantly. But what's the intro? What did you think of a good opening line, or did you like the one that I wrote real quickly?
I mean, I like that, but I think, like, once we get to a really good rhythm, like, we'll say something, and it'll be like, oh, that's it.
That's it right there. Bam. And just try to capture that.
Yeah.
Magic in a bottle. What's the one I wrote? I wrote, for our new people, we try to explain it and understand the events happening around you in the world for each of us and all of you. I did not write that correctly. I mean, that gets the gist, but I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I think we've also come to the conclusion that it'll be better to do segments. Right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because we get off track a lot. So should I set timers? Maybe I should set timers.
Oh, yeah, like a visual timer, or if yours goes off, just say it, and we'll be like, okay, yeah.
Oh, you'll probably hear it too. What do you think, like 15 minutes a topic?
Yeah, that sounds sufficient.
Cool. So I'll do that. I'll do 15 minutes on my little Apple timer on my clock, in case anyone's trying to see if I'm cheating. And what's the first topic you want to dive into? Segment 1, it says a ketchup. Oh, okay. Hey, what's up? Ketchup and mustard time.
Yeah, nothing much. I just did a homeschool thing today, and that was fun. It was really nice to have a dose of serotonin in the day.
That does sound lovely. Hey, I have to ask. I've been meaning to ask, and
Yeah.
we might have talked about this 1,000 times. But homeschooling, right? There's a in my brain. There's a biasy. Am I using that word correctly? A bias.
A bias.
What's a biasy? Someone comment in the anywhere that you are getting this information and tell me how stupid I am. Please.
Sounds it to me, a biasy.
Right? Doesn't it sound like the plural of bias?
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm way off.
multiple.
The homeschooling. I always thought, and this is not to offend you or any homeschooling
Yeah.
people ever, because I am ignorant to it, but I thought it was like really right wing and like anti-vax and the Earth is flat people, and I only believe in the Bible and don't want my kid talking to other strange kids.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it is a good half and half. So I'm in a secular homeschooling group where we all don't believe in Jesus. And we are.
So you found a
black
group.
sheep. Yeah, I did. And it was really hard. So I'm in the Bible Belt. So
Yes.
when like we go out to like homeschool events, like real big ones, host at like a park or a skating rink or a farmer's market or whatever, like we'll be the only ones that aren't those people, and it's very obvious and clear. Like it's
Yeah, because I
really
like this is not to like out you or anything, because right now we're not doing any like video podcasting, but like
yeah.
you're not your like typical, like you have tattoos. And what color's your hair right now? Is it black?
Yeah, it's still black, but
Sometimes
facial
you dye your hair, facial piercings.
tattoos.
Yeah, like you're definitely like in the realm of alternative, right?
Yes.
And you guys moved, and I'm well. First off, the selfish part of me is I hate that you moved because I miss both of you so much. Especially my
Yeah.
guys' night with Justin. I have just struggled to find that connection again. But
Oh.
aside from that, you guys moved, and I was always so confused because you picked the smallest town in Georgia no one's heard of. And I'm like, well, like, that's awesome. Like, I would love to escape into the woods, but, like, nowadays, aren't small towns in places like Georgia, of all places, like, very right-wing
Well.
leaning? Like here
So, yeah,
in Florida, where you moved out of.
What really happened was we really wanted to find a place that was rural enough so we could have land and a farm, but also we had to be so close to a children's hospital and facilities like that for Jude. So like we couldn't look like smaller because we're considered like Metro Atlanta. So like when we found this place, it did seem real small town, but it's really not. Like we've got a little piece of paradise and a really big, like it's almost very early 2000s Palm Bay.
Really?
So like it's like really kind of like it's like an old country town that is starting to get populated and what's crazy is like the population here is really big, but also like predominantly black people and Spanish people.
That's very
And
Florida.
When we moved here, someone had made a comment like one of our neighbors, who's a total racist, he came up to us and was like, we're glad that you moved in, but all us white folk are leaving because we don't want to be here around these people anymore. This used to be a nice area or whatever. And we were like, what? Like, what are you saying right now? It's like, this is like a really nice area. I have no idea what you're talking about. And they were like, she said that. So she said that all the white people are leaving. And I said, well, it sounds like I'm in the right spot. Like, I don't want to be where you're going. And then prior to us finding this house, we were a little north of here. And we just left a house that we were looking at. And we parked in a Dairy Queen parking lot because we were in an RV and we were starving to death. Justin and Jackson went inside this Dairy Queen, and the guy working there was like, this is probably like 7 o'clock at night. He was like, took their order, and Justin said something about his hat or some small talk. And the guy was like, we see you're in a camper. He's like, we don't like new people. We don't like newcomers.
Jesus Christ.
And Justin's like, yeah, and Justin's like, well, what do you mean? He's like, we're real clannish we're real clannish here.
Oh, God.
And yeah, and Justin was like, okay. And for everyone that's listening, my husband's Gimli. If you can imagine Gimli, or redheaded, like white, he's like, what?
Yeah,
And
I
he
mean,
comes
that's
back-
like a very handsome, more buff Gimli.
Yeah. I'm not insulting Gimli at all. I'm
No,
just like,
Gimli's
that's really
amazing.
cool. Yeah. So he gets back into the RV and he's like, Nicole, this is what this guy has said to me. He's like, do you think that like he meant like the clan or like their really tight knit neighborhood? I said,
Definitely the clan.
he definitely meant the clan. Just like we got to get out of here.
Thank God you're...
So
No, again, this is going to sound wrong, but in this small scenario, that white privilege helped you. Because
yeah, I
that
mean,
saying that to you guys, like to say that to Justin's face, like I know
Justin
Justin
was-
personally, but like if you're an outside person looking at Justin and you're gonna like half threaten his ass, oh boy, what would happen if like a black dude
well,
came
and
there?
he's very conservative Republican passing the way he looks. Like.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, sure, but I'm just saying in general, he's
Yeah,
not the
he's
kind of
like-
guy most people try to threaten right away. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was really scary. So I was like, well, we gotta get out of here because they're gonna get one look at me and know that I'm definitely not on their side. And so actually my area is starting to become really left leaning. Like the Democrats won my area, which is like insane because you wouldn't know that driving through because you see the Trump flags and stuff. We don't put it out there because we don't want to get hurt by these lunatics out here.
Yeah, I mean, you don't know nowadays. To be fair,
You know.
it's a scary time.
But yeah, with the homeschooling thing, we
Oh yeah,
I
you got
just don't want my
lucky.
kids getting shot. Like that's the only reason why they're not going to school. I'm like scared of school shootings.
Which is
like,
an awful thing to be scared of.
Yeah, every day I'm like, gosh, I wish they could go to school. Like,
And to not take this out of context, but
yeah,
I fully believe children should be less scared than more well-off folk. You know, like
yeah.
why are kids more afraid to get shot than like people who are firing people and laying off people so they can make more money?
Yeah. Right, like, why do they have to involve the kids? I just don't get it.
And I know
Yeah,
people blame
I-
the trans and blame the left.
No.
Well, that's their whole spiel, you know, like this is the reason we have to. And it's like, I mean, I don't know. It's so like I said, I mean, I'm just a big fan of Nintendo and their mascot Mario and his brother.
Yeah, for sure.
Um,
I wish we could send them to school, but I'm not ready. And the school is not even like that far from our house. The elementary school, middle school, or the high school, but it's still like it's trauma. And after losing one kid, I just I would never be able to forgive myself if something happened. And
Oh
I know
yeah,
that's like it's a really shitty way to live life, and I'm scared. But Jackson doesn't want to go to school. He wants to stay homeschooled. So I said, well, I guess whenever the day that you think about wanting to go, we'll talk about it. But
that will be a
it's a
scary
lot.
transition for him though, because like that's a huge difference.
Oh yeah, well,
I
I mean,
mean,
he went to kindergarten and first grade at the
yeah, but do you
science
remember high
school
school with
over there.
us, like down here? Like, I know we did went to different schools, but how many people were in your
Uh-huh.
graduating class? Like,
In mine,
yeah, in your high school.
I feel like it was like 500.
I think mine was like 1,000 or close to it, like 800 or something. Like that's a lot of kids. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, yeah. Well, we really liked his school down in Florida. And if there was one like that here, he'd go.
oh no, I'm not saying
But
force him to go to school. I'm saying if he chooses that, it'll like the amount of children interacting with him will be a huge change.
oh yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah. Well, and we do, like I said, we do a lot of the meetups. So our group has like about 15 other kids in it, and he does taekwondo. So he he does all the socializing all the time. But yeah,
No, yeah, that's awesome. 15 kids is a lot. That's cool. I was
yeah.
thinking more like 2 or 3.
Oh no, I mean like the group is about like 15 kids, and then some of them will come over, some won't, but it's a pretty nice sized group, man.
That's wonderful to hear. Yeah, because
Yeah, it's cool.
straight up, my bias there was like, I support what you're doing. I just don't understand
Yeah,
it because it feels like it contradicts everything.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, we vaccinate. We do all of that. We just literally all of our reasons are the same. We just don't want our kids getting shot. Oh, and that's just crazy because like I have people very close to me that homeschool their kids for uh, more religious reasons, which is totally their prerogative and totally fine. It's just what you're saying is a very fair judgment because even being on my side, it's hard to find non-religious curriculum and stuff.
What's hilarious is I say this with my oldest being in a religious school, not private school,
Yeah.
because both her stepdad and her mom are teachers there.
Yeah, well, and
So
for the most part, it does seem like these private schools are a little bit safer and
yeah, I worry. I don't worry so much about her, or sorry, I don't worry so much about them getting shot as
yeah,
much as I do the pain of like not being accepted. But that's a whole different can
yeah,
of worms. You know what I mean?
yeah, yep.
That I don't really feel
Absolutely.
like conversating about right now because I'm not even quite sure what's to think about.
Yeah, absolutely.
Um, but I forgot to press the timer, so let's let's call that the ketchup and mustard, and we can get into the hot dog now. Do you like hot dogs or hamburgers?
I like both. As long as not all beef hot dog.
Okay, now so another off-topic thing. I recently found out I like sauerkraut.
Oh,
I,
I love
I
sauerkraut.
didn't know I did. I thought I hated it.
I
Um,
just eat it by the forkful.
yeah, it's pretty good. So I'm broke. I work 2 jobs and I donate plasma to try to get by, and I'm struggling with February right now, so I don't want to think about that. But most of my lunches consist of like Sam's Club stuff because it's the cheapest option for lunch. It's like $1 for a hot
Yeah.
dog, and one of their toppings that they have for free is ketchup, and the other is sauerkraut. And I was like, screw it, I hate the taste of hot dogs. And so I got the sauerkraut one of the days last week, and I was like, holy shit, this ain't bad.
You like mustard?
No, I don't like mustard.
Oh my god, mustard and sauerkraut is like the combination. 'Cause
Ketchup and sauerkraut, and pickles was yummy.
I
Relish, they
can't
call it
do
relish.
ketchup. Yeah, I like relish, mustard and sauerkraut and onions. I cannot have ketchup on my hot dog though.
See, I
No
don't
way.
like mustard. I like honey mustard, but I don't like regular mustard.
I think mustard's good too.
But yeah, the tanginess of the ketchup with the sourness of the pickle and sauerkraut really hits the spot. And my favorite part is I don't taste the hot dog at all because I don't know what it is about hot dogs, but I hate the way they taste.
Oh no. I only like all beef hot dogs, like Beaver National or Nathan's.
I could not tell you what Sam's Club was. It's a hot dog.
I think they're all beef. I think they're all beef. I'm not sure.
Let's go with that. Sure. I don't feel like looking at it. I guess I could. But yeah, so segment 1, the ketchup and mustard is over. That makes perfect sense now because like I like ketchup and you like mustard. That was just a silly thing I was saying.
That's really funny.
I like that. That's funny. Funny. What's the first topic you want to jump into that is gonna make you the most depressed or least depressed?
Most depressed or the least depressed?
Halil?
Oh man.
There are no way.
What? Sam's is kosher hot dogs?
Yes! Holy crap, they're Halil. And they're beef. Oh wait, no, it sells it.
Wrong.
Hebrew National Jumbo Franks. Holy crapoli.
No way.
That is hilarious. Oh wait, never mind. That's just what they sell in the store. The food ones are made with pork.
Oh yeah, see, that's why. The all beef hot dog is where it's at.
Well, I don't know. I just don't like hot dogs, honestly, with you. But I eat them because they're $1. And I can't even go to a freaking McDonald's anymore and get $1 cheeseburger.
I know, that's crazy.
It's like $3. And then you can add one for $1 or something.
Wow. There is something.
I should have went through all this.
Today.
Oh well.
I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to pull it up.
It's funny, so my other email is Dad Tips, that's the other YouTube channel I have. So for when I was making the email address, Hello Planet Earth 2025 here, which, email us if you have questions or whatever. Probably won't open it, but you can do it. But I use the name as Dad Tips because that's my other YouTube channel. So it doesn't even say like CJ or Nicole or anything, it just says Dad Tips. Hey, what's up, Dad Tips? Alright, yeah, so did you pick a, I have all these tabs opened up.
Yeah. I'm
The-
trying
so-
to.
What do I got? I got Vladimir Putin, I've got Elon Musk's Doge, I've got the Eric Adams crap.
Oh yeah, I think the dose thing is like pretty wild. Like I'm wondering why they're stating all of this now. Is it because that like all the lawsuits are being sent in are actually starting to do something? Like how can you deny that he was not ever employed by them?
So I haven't read through these, so I'm kind of going off of what you say, and I'm going to kind of skim it while you're talking.
Yeah.
But if I had to take a guess, so all our new listeners, and maybe I've never said it before ever, but I've the smallest, tiniest amount of business background. I just got my bachelor's degree in business. What is it called? Business administration with a specialization in business management. And like 3 accounting certificates, so a lot of my stuff had to do with like economics also, because you have to take just a bunch of math classes basically.
Yeah.
And so if I had to guess on why all of a sudden they're saying Elon Musk is not part of Doge, even though that's been like the rhetoric for the longest time. I even pulled up articles somewhere. Says it's not Elon Musk. Is not in charge. Please go away, whatever you are. Elon Musk's Doge. Right here. Can I find an old article? I would say it's because of it's kind of interconnected with that whole lawyer thing, you know, with people stepping down and I don't know if you know this recently, but he's been having to. Trump holds press conference. How do you spell conference? I'm sorry, guys, I cannot spell to save my life. Conference.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you can't see my screen, right?
No.
That he is president. Oh, okay.
Okay.
I this could be wrong. But I've heard that Trump had to make a press conference saying that Musk wasn't actually in charge and that he's actually the president and people are being mean or something. Because, you know, there's all those memes where it's like, oh, President Musk and his baby daddy Trump or whatever.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I have AP pulled up, and it says that the White House says billionaire Elon Musk is not technically part of the Department of Government Efficiency team that is sweeping through the federal agencies, but is rather a senior advisor for President Donald Trump. Musk's exact role could be key in the legal fight over Doge's access to the government data as the Trump administration moves to lay off thousands of federal workers. But apparently they're getting dumped by a lawsuit saying that Elon Musk is unwielding virtually unchecked power, violating the Constitution, and the Trump administration, on the other hand, says Musk is not a Doge employee and has no actual authority to make government decisions himself. Joshua Fisher, director of the White House Office of Administration, said in court papers. But yet, he's having meetings in the Oval Office with the press and the president and his son as the spokesperson for Doge. Like, what?
Yeah, I don't understand. Were you were at the AP article you said?
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. I just pulled it up because I was looking at other things.
Okay.
So it's this article. Yeah, he had his son. What happened? I didn't watch this. Did you watch this?
I watched clips of this.
Yeah, I didn't watch the whole thing. I heard that his son was wiping boogers and that he told Trump he wasn't president. Can I make a side note here? Throughout this whole thing, Trump has been taking like crazy pictures with like MAGA people, right? Like silly pictures.
Yeah.
Like he's smiling. Trump photos. Smiling. Right? Like during his campaign and stuff, like he's all like smiling and waving and being like this goofy goober, right? With his silly little smiles that he's got.
Yeah.
His like no chin having ass. He's also like 1,000 years old. Which was part of the reason why they hated Joe Biden, but whatever. I mean, same.
Yeah.
I'm not a big... no offense to you. I know that this is one of the areas we disagree on, but I don't think Biden was fit because of his age, you know?
No, I do not like Joe Biden at all either.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no.
So Trump has all these smiling photos, right? And then he has a photo with his granddaughter at the races, right? Is it his granddaughter or great granddaughter? NASCAR. And he's kind of just standing there. He's like not smiling. He's like,
Trump?
yeah, like how are you gonna like be happy with all these guys and like the most emotion you have is like throwing up your fist, you know, like. But when you're like asked to take a picture together, you're gonna stand there like come on, man, that's your granddaughter, like. You should be the most goofy with her, no?
Yeah.
I don't know. That just annoys me. You know, people who aren't like happy with their family.
Yeah.
So back to the AP article. Could be key in the legal fight over Doge's access to government data. So what is he? If he's not, he's just.
Yeah, because we were told that he was this special government employee, and now he's just a senior advisor.
Made a big leap last month towards his long shot goal of turning X into everything app. Formerly Twitter. Directly regulated by the I really need to get a like ad blocker or something. Latest target. Okay, so here's a. Who's this quoted? Richard Cordray. Cordray. Do you know who that is? He led the CFPB under President Obama. A direct quote from him says, "The fact that Musk is now engaged in a payment business that would be regulated by the CFPB at the same time he's trying to tear down the CFPB puts in sharp relief the conflicts of interest here and how much this deserves the general public." Okay,
Yeah.
so if he is not in charge of anything, then how could he be trying to tear down? Does that make sense? The Consumer Financial Protection Bureau is what I'm speaking on.
Yeah, I remember now.
That just seems like that doesn't jive. Do people still say jive?
You do.
God damn it. It doesn't mesh? Is that better? Or meld? Or intertwine? I don't know. Here's a list of what's been targeted so far. Wait, what's this headline? Elon Musk Doge. Okay, it says his Doges has worked quickly to cut federal, get out of here, add federal agencies. And here's a list. Okay, where's my list? Here's a list of agencies that Doge has targeted. The IRS. Okay, yeah. Makes sense. Seeking to weaponize. Concerns that Musk and his associates are seeking to weaponize government databases. How could he be doing that if he's not in charge? The NIH, the National Institutes of Health. Blah, blah, blah. Human Services. Like, who is...
you know what I said?
Who's in charge of Doge? What'd you say? I'm sorry.
No, you're good. Because it's just so weird to me how Elon Musk is with Trump, sitting by him. Like, I told Justin today, I was like, he's like those evil advisors in all of the old medieval movies that whisper the evil things to the kings that make them turn on their kingdoms.
Oh, yeah, 100%. What hurts my feelings, and this is going to sound pretty silly, but what hurts my feelings the most is that, like, Musk, before all of the craziness came out, was highly beloved in a lot of the circles I run in, like the tech industry, and the nerd community, for that fact. Like gamers loved him, anyone who liked anything to do with technology, because at first he always tried to claim that he was in charge of all these companies, or he was the founder, and it's like, well, you're not the founder, you bought them. You know, like Tesla and SpaceX and stuff, and that's his company, right? SpaceX. What's the space one?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, it's just Twitter and space. It like he didn't make them. But he like everyone championed him because it was like, oh well, he didn't do it, but he supports the people that are, and we support that. And that was really awesome. And then like there was like a turning point. I can't remember when the turning point happened. Well, Elon Musk turning point make nerds hate him. And I just remember one day like everyone just it was like, oh, he's a piece of garbage. And yeah, okay, here's is mad him and his nerds are being made fun of. No. Oh, here we go. What's this? Elon Musk's original fan base and his alt-right shift. I believe it was like the Twitter thing. I think he got so butthurt in his feelings that because people were making fun of him that he like threatened to buy it or something and then held him to that.
Yeah.
I feel like he could have just like instead of going like balls deep into it, he could have just like straight up just let it be a joke, become a meme and not get hurt by it, and then everything would have worked out.
Oh, I'm on Reddit right now, and it said...
Reddit's a dangerous place, be careful.
When did Redditors start disliking Elon Musk? Back in 2018, 2020.
Oh wait, you're not streaming.
Subreddits. Huh?
You're not streaming your screen, are you?
I don't think so, am I?
No, I don't see it. So I said be careful because Reddit's a dangerous place. I only meant because like there's nudity and stuff, but you're not streaming, so I love Reddit. Go ahead.
No. Yeah, and I guess everyone loved him, and a lot of people are saying there's like a list, and apparently, I think when he called one of the scuba divers trying to rescue the Thai teenagers trapped in the cave, a pedophile for no reason was a turning point for many. And another comment says, calling the scuba rescuer a pedo, hyping Bitcoin and crypto to fleece stupid people, masquerading as a liberal centrist when actually anti-trans, anti-LGBTQ. When forced into buying Twitter because of his games, he pretended like it was his choice all along. Clamors for unlimited free speech, but bans his detractors. Treats his workers like shit, especially during the pandemic. Taking tons of money from anti-American sources. Taking away resources from Ukraine in the fight against invading Russia. And suggesting Taiwan should give up China. And someone else said that once he started showing his true colors on the internet by showing the populace how terrible human he was.
Yeah, right.
And his obsession with Mars, thinking that us going to Mars is better than fixing our current problems now.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I agree.
They're all pretty valid.
Yeah. Right here it says Musk's appeal was once apolitical or even leftist. He is, after all, synonymous with electric cars. But the much reviled South African vague environmental bona fides haven't mattered to the left as much as his contempt for unions and the fact that he pretty much spent $44 billion on Twitter so that the Babylon Bee can make the same abysmal joke over and over again and be free to decimate its lazy transphobic hate. He also seemed deeply invested in Twitter user Catturd2 receiving the deference. I think it's deference. He had it's like a 4-year-old learning to read. he has earned through the years of his heroic shitposting. I don't know what the Babylon Bee is. Do you? Is it like a fake news you can trust? Legion of Doom condemns JD Vance. Wow, it's really fake news. Like, they went hard. Bad luck, this man listened to Evanescence his whole life thinking they were Christian and now he's going to hell.
The Babylon Bee is a conservative Christian news satire website that publishes satirical articles on topics including religion, politics, current events. It's a Christian conservative version of The Onion.
That's Is it really? Like,
That's what it says. That's what its wiki says.
so looking at the titles, none of it seems that way. It seems like very Onion-like, but I guess in the articles it definitely can be. Is Elon Musk the father of your child? Signs to look for.
Oh my god.
Von Trapp family crosses the Alps into Switzerland to escape free speech. That's hilarious. Okay. These are great titles. Whoever's doing the titles, like, A+ to you. I'm not going to read any articles. No offense. OTD, what is your favorite book in the Bible? There we go. There's a Bible one. Are you an anti-racist? I don't even know what that means. I'm not watching that YouTube channel. Canadian hockey fans boo their future national anthem? Oh, God. Oh, because... Yep. So, reading more into it and not reading certain ones. Job reports show skyrocketing unemployment amongst lizard people. Hilarious. Oh, so Trump and Musk are the good guys, even though the billionaires have been called the lizard people for the longest time. Funny that they're changing the narrative on their own. What the hell is this? Weird ad. They're changing their own viewpoints on their own conspiracies. Crazy. I mean, the same thing happened with who's Facebook guy? Zuck.
Mark Zuckerberg.
Yeah, the good old Zuck. He went he took the jokes way too personal because everyone liked him. Let's be honest, they made fun of his ass for being like a weird pasty nerd, you know, like.
Well, that was it. That was it. No one cared otherwise.
Yeah, I mean, everyone else, other than that, everyone liked him. You know what I mean? Like, he was making social media platforms that people loved, right? That was the whole thing. And then he got real hard into tanning and jiu-jitsu, and now he's like a Trump supporter. And it's like, why is everyone getting their feelings hurt in the tech industry and becoming right-wing? I don't get it. Did I lose you?
No. You know, it's crazy. It's like a bunch of...
I did it again, Nicole. I fucking forgot to set the timer.
No. No.
This is only the first time we're doing it. It's okay. Let's just jump to segment 3 before I get mad. Something light. What is new in your world apart from just something small and that made you smile? Did you see a funny TikTok or? You sent me a couple good ones, I think.
Yeah, I can remember that you don't have TikTok, so I have to do it on Instagram.
Yeah, you send me Instagram reels now. I send them back. Do you ever watch them? I don't think you do.
I do. My kids I get to watch them in spurts. So I'll watch your week's worth of reels for breakfast. Me and Justin sit down. We just watch each other's things because that's literally the only time we get any moment in the morning.
That's fair. I mean, at least you got some time together, you know?
Yeah.
Did you see any that tickled your fancy? I can look them up. I don't know if I'll get copy striked, but we'll find out.
I mean, all the kid ones are usually really funny and relatable. I mean, I'm like forgetting how
I
to
kind of like this one, the Hinge driver.
Oh yeah! I was like, what? That's actually really cool. Like I would think that would be like the coolest thing ever.
She's like, "Is this a red flag?"
No, that's a green flag. What?
Oh, I absolutely love the Alex the Terrible. He's not gonna copy strike us, right? Alex the Terrible.
No.
Let's see if I can find that one. Alex
Which one?
the helium one.
Oh man, that's funny. One.
Here it is. Hope it's not too loud. It's way too loud. I'm sorry, guys.
Extreme vocals plus helium.
For anyone who doesn't know, Alex the Terrible is a lead singer. He's a musician. I need you to understand that because the video is him like screaming. Slaughter to Prevail, right, Nicole?
Yes.
They're the cool guys with the cool masks. Ex-Russian, I believe they disowned Russia, didn't they? Because they said Putin was garbage.
No, actually, it's
The other way
the
around.
other way around for sure. Yeah.
Oh, why did I think he said? Oh man, so I have to stop listening to them?
Yeah. I mean, it's so hard. Like, what I think is going on is, he's very proud of his heritage. He's not proud of the things that he did, growing up to survive, and especially with his tattoos and his hateful remarks. But he's very pro-Trump, and very. He doesn't like. He's made statements like he's like, I don't care if you're gay or bi or trans or anything like that. He's like, as long as you're a good human, that's all I care about. But him supporting Trump because he's being told things that everyone else is getting told, that he's going to end the war with Ukraine and Russia, that war needs to be ended, and
Oh, because I keep
that
seeing
he's
things where he
a
like denounced
businessman.
it.
Nah,
He-
he's silly.
Yeah, there's like multiple articles saying he denounced Russia's invasion.
Oh, well, he had made an Instagram just talking about how that's why he wants Trump to win, because he will end the war. Or if it's still up.
Yeah, I completely believe you. You have no reason to
Yeah.
lie to me for it.
No, it's just, I remember just being like really disappointed. Like, I don't think you're educated enough in American politics to be making such a statement. Like, just because you're being told that this man was a great businessman, and that you think he's going to be good for our economy. Like, Alex is not even a citizen here. Like, so it was big because he's like, I can't vote because I'm not a citizen, but this is who I'd vote for Trump because he would help end the war. But it looks like he has deleted the video. He wasn't able to hate on it, but also not a lot. Like, people were very proud of him for saying that. Yeah. But, like I said, I think he just isn't really educated enough. He's made a statement saying that he regrets a lot of things growing up and that he doesn't care.
Hey, I mean, that's fine. Until I see something otherwise, I'll stop listening to him. But I thought, I mean, the stuff I just saw, I didn't watch the video, so I believe that he might have been like, he's the best choice. That I just saw somewhere written, it said that he thinks he'll end the war quickly, so that's his vote. Which,
Yeah.
if that's your only thought process, sure, I get it, because those are your people over there, but I don't know. I don't support Russia, and I don't support our current president. But either way, it's still a pretty funny video. So, real quick.
Yeah.
I just like the way he says, "cat."
Yeah.
I sound like a cat. Would you consider them death metal?
Oh, It's like hardcore, metal.
I'm like a kid.
I'm like a kid. That's my favorite part of the whole video. Alright, alright. The way Russians say cat is hilarious. You said hardcore? What is considered death metal then?
What genre would you consider hardcore metal? Yeah. Is it death metal or like metalcore?
Metalcore makes sense. Metalcore.
Yeah.
What,
No, I
what,
think we were.
what'd Justin
I think
say?
We were, what'd you say? Justin said death metal. I think we were. I think people stole money from us. Our bank account.
What?
Yeah, I'm looking at because Justin
Just now?
mentioned earlier that he tried to use our debit card. Yeah, and our debit card got declined.
What the
after
hell?
clicks. And I just got alert on my phone for 2 deposits. Yeah, 2 Capital One deposits of 16 cents and then 28 cents. And then 2 withdrawals of 44 cents and then $459.
Yep, someone stole your money. You have to call the bank. Do they have a 24-hour number?
I'm sure they do.
Yeah, that's a scammer. Did
Today.
you?
I haven't used that card all the
It's not from the credit card, it's from our debit card. Capital One took the money out. That's what it says. 2 deposits.
Did you use that at a gas station recently?
Yeah, we use our debit card like idiots everywhere.
Do you use tap only or do you use insert?
Shit. What just?
Pay the card because I don't think we stole them.
No.
Yeah, someone ripped it off.
That head was $4.50
What was the 50?
right here.
You used it. Yeah, you used, yeah. No, so someone just took out money, so I gotta call and cancel my card.
You want to cut it here so you can call them?
Oh, I'd hate to do that, but
No, please. We'll end on a
now
cliffhanger.
negative $400 in our bank account.
All right, guys, have a good night. We're gonna end it here.
Oh my gosh.
Have a good
I'm
night.
sorry.
No, not at all. Have a good night,
No, I
everybody.
beat you. Alright, bye.